The Tennessee Comprehensive Assessment Program, or TCAP, has been a staple of the state's education for nearly 35 years. But new laws have some students under more pressure to perform well on this year's TCAP. Thanks for joining us. I'm Sarah Diamond.
And I'm Casey Marler. The law in question is the third grade retention law. The law was passed in 2021 by the Tennessee General Assembly. Under the law, third grade students who do not have a high enough score on the reading portion of the TCAP must take some type of remedial steps. That can include summer school, tutoring, or even repeating the grade.
In addition, there's a stipulation in the law that a student must show, quote, adequate growth on the fourth grade TCAP reading portion before advancing to fifth grade. News Channel 11's Karen Jenkins learned more about the impact the new stipulations are having on students. Karen?
Yeah, that's right. We've all heard about the requirements for the third graders, but this is the part of the law that we're going to be talking about fourth graders. And unlike in the third grade where you have those options you mentioned to advance to the next grade, for the fourth graders who fall under this part of the law and do poorly on the TCAP, right now there's no second chance. When Kimberly Stevens' son Tripp took his third grade TCAP test last year, she was surprised when he didn't do well.
I had no idea he was even struggling academically, and then for him to fail this test out of nowhere was a complete shock.
Under the Tennessee third grade retention law, Stevens could have chosen one of three ways to make sure her son progressed to fourth grade: appeal, go to summer school and pass another test at the end of the summer session, or agree to tutoring in fourth grade. Stevens chose tutoring, but with that option, Tripp is now faced with being retained in fourth grade if he doesn't show, quote, adequate growth on his fourth grade TCAP.
So there is really a formula that the state will use to determine when they look at the results on their fourth grade TCAP test, comparing that to third grade and the growth that needed to occur. For students that did require tutoring, that is a piece of what they will be required to do under the current law in order to progress on to fifth grade.
The Tennessee Department of Education says thousands of fourth graders who have been tutored all year could be retained based on their test score. Tripp's mom says it's not fair. His classroom work shows he makes mostly A's and B's in class.
He's a smart boy and he does try, and the teachers love him. He's a great student. He's a great friend. He has all these positive attributes about him, and then over one test, all of that goes downhill.
Some lawmakers agree. A bill in the legislature passed the Senate today. It would create more ways for students to get to fifth grade other than just TCAP scores. The bill may not pass in time to help Tripp. If not, Stevens says she's considering homeschooling because either way, her son is more than a test score.
You can get whatever grades you get, A's or B's, whatever it is. You can attend school every day, participate in class. None of that matters when it comes down to the TCAP.
And as written, that legislation would consider other benchmarks besides the TCAP test, as well as input from the student's principal and parents before making that decision to retain the student. The bill is co-sponsored by Gary Hicks of Rogersville.
Karen, thanks. And last year in our region, only 2 school districts had more than 50% of third grade students initially reach the English language arts proficiency threshold. Bristol City Schools had 50.7% of third graders meet the mark. Johnson City Schools had 65% meet it.